Well, I was going to warn everybody that this was going to be a bit of an adventure. We hadn't gone over the rules yet, partly because of the reveal.
Yeah.
But here I am. I am Steven.
Steven.
That's my name. I need to update my card. Hold on. It's not all caps like it's supposed to be.
Are we, like, racing each other?
No.
Okay.
What we are doing, though, is you're going to go into the menu.
Uh-huh. Now that I can do that.
Go to my player.
My player.
And 2-player.
Whoa, are you in my world? You're in my world! That's so cool!
So, I need to go get a starter Pokemon, I think, right? This is a file where I don't. Yeah, I have no Pokemon. I need to go do that scene real quick. This will not trigger for you. You've already done it. You'll see me just kind of standing here, and you shouldn't go too far.
Okay.
We can do the maze scene. We're going to want to kind of stay in lockstep on this.
Okay. That makes sense.
This has just your audio, so I have done this backwards, because that's not the way this is supposed to work. That's why it sounds weird.
Oh, that would explain it.
Okay, I'll work on it. Hang on.
This is so cool.
This is experimental. That's why it's going to be a bit of a mess. It's already crashed once, which is a speed run for that.
So are we like a team? Are we gonna double battle our way through this?
That's
or...
right.
Really? That's so cool! That's what you meant earlier about building a team around certain Pokemans. Now I understand. Before,
Well,
I
you're
was
going to have your other team as well.
Well,
but...
true. It's like, I'll have my team, you'll have your team, and we complement. This is so cool!
What the fuck? Why is this audio doing this? I don't know why it's defaulting to yours. But whatever, I guess. As long as it's only one, because otherwise it's awful. You hear both at once, and there's not a way to just mute one of the emulator channels, which is really annoying.
That should be an option, but...
It's fine.
Who are you gonna go for? Score Bunny! Cute!
All right.
As you can see, everyone, I named Zorua Midno because he's male now.
Yeah, in the fix.
In the
so
fix,
mid-no,
so.
which is how, that works. All right, so it does have Libero again, which is interesting.
Oh.
That's its hidden ability.
Wow.
That's going to be both good and bad for this. We'll talk about all that. I keep throwing this off to the distance thing. I just want to catch up first, then we'll go over what the hell is happening, what the rules are.
Okay.
I mentioned at the end of the last video, this is Pokemon Quetzal. It's available. It's been done
yeah.
by a team, but really primarily an individual that's put this all in there with the new starters and the new character models and some other stuff in here. You're Steven.
Steven!
So it's going to be awkward when I run into Steven, but that's why I'm not Steven, because he's Steven. He's in the game.
Right.
He's the champion. I've heard so much about you from your father. Have you?
Sure about that?
All right. And of course, there's already a spoiler on the bottom of the screen of what I'm going to nickname this. Fuck.
I can't even really see it from here, so
That's fine.
it'll be a Scorb.
Scorb.
Scorp!
It's Scorbin time.
Scorbin time!
Do you think it might be a good idea? I would say no just to show it, but we've already wasted enough time. Okay. So when I step outside, we will be now in the same place. Now you've noticed the differences here.
He's huge. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's got a big old dome. This is going to be a beautiful nightmare of sorts. It's a blind playthrough. I've only got to the first gym in my testing just to kind of see how things were working in multiplayer and how the balance would work. So after that, I don't know. What I can tell you is trainers are not the same as the original Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. For example, May has the 3 Kanto starters. That's not what she has in the game. In this upcoming fight that we're going to have with her. Spoiler. Yeah. So it's sort of blind. It is a Nuzlocke run, but because this is such an unknown, and it's a glitchy nightmare, and all these things are going on, when Pokemon die, they're going to get removed from the party, but I'm going to put them in a box. Because if things get too disastrous, we may have to pull something out or change the rules.
Okay.
So we're not going to use them. They'll be effectively dead to us, but I think that's too risky.
Yeah.
And we're not going to start over. Like some live streams, they have runners that are good at doing this, and like they study everything. We can't even look up what trainers have. So we're going to be going into some of these fights blind.
Yes.
I can tell you, like, the first trainer, Roxanne, is a challenge in the first gym leader.
Okay.
And she's got very good type coverage. So, like, we're dealing with a lot of stuff here that we wouldn't normally. We're still going to try and keep level caps. We're still going to follow the Nuzlocke rules, and some of those are as follows. We can't catch 2 of the same Pokemon.
Okay.
So when we're planning out what we're going to catch for a route, we're going to each kind of decide what we're going for.
Okay.
If we kill it, we still don't get it.
Oh, okay.
So you have to be careful when you're catching.
Okay.
But 1 Pokemon per route. Again, we may have to adjust these, so take these with a big grain of salt. But 1 Pokemon per route. Pokemon faints, it dies. We're going to remove them from play, but put them aside just in case. Nickname everything. And there are certain like level caps and stuff like that where you're not supposed to be like level 30 before the first gym because it takes the challenge out. There's going to be little differences and stuff. Now, you already noticed, and we can even go up and look at this.
Whoop.
You saw that in the beginning. We can see what's in the grass, and if you run into it, you get an encounter with that. So in a Nuzlocke run, you would take whatever first encounter you get, and that would be what you're stuck with.
Okay.
Here, we can pick what our first encounter is going to be each time we go into a route, at least in these spots. You know, like if we're surfing, I don't know if they show up, but, you know, in general, we can see and plan ahead for that. So that will help us.
Yes.
But again, the difficulty in this is higher than the normal game, so we're going to kind of need that advantage to offset it.
That makes sense.
I'm
trying to figure out what that little yellow long Pokemon is. I can't tell.
There's some other differences. Everything's a double battle because of the nature of this, so keep that in mind.
Oh.
We trigger scenes differently. May's not here.
Oh, God.
Conveniently, we have to go now up to the top here in classic Ruby Sapphire style and go find her and fight her. So, we're going to kind of start in our journey. To me, I think it's best not to catch anything right now. We do have 10 Pokeballs. Weirdly enough, we start with them in this version. Here they are. But we're going to avoid our Route 1 encounter for now.
I keep mixing up my goddamn buttons. It's fine.
If possible.
Okay.
The easiest way to do that is to get into this grass quickly before things start showing up. We can always run or something.
Okay. I guess they don't have random encounters anymore since since they show up in the grass, right?
That's right.
Thank God. Okay.
So here we are. I don't know why the town name didn't show up. That was weird, but...
That was weird. What town is this? Where are we?
So, I'm full health. I think you're healed afterwards, but you should double check.
That's good.
Before we go take this May encounter.
Pokemans.
Okay.
Minnow. Level 5. Beautiful.
Alright. So, we can obviously wander around. We can talk to people separately and all that jazz.
Okay.
I'm going straight to the Pokemart.
Oh,
you're going straight to the Pokemart.
Do. Sweet. Yeah, give me that potion. Hell yeah.
Shit. I want a potion.
You want a potion? You should. Okay, cool. Thanks, sir. I thought you were going to take me around the entire town. Thank God you didn't do that.
So you can buy whatever you want. I'm buying 2 sets of 10 Pokeballs to get the Premier Ball for each.
Okay.
And I bought some potions because...
I really want... I'm assuming we can still use potions and items, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Bye.
Okay.
Give me...
So keep shopping at your leisure.
Pokeballs. I want another 10, please.
You, give me a potion. Right now.
Actually, I have 10,000? Oh, shit, I can
Yeah, you
go.
start with money as well, because again, there's certain expectations with the difficulty of this run, so you wouldn't normally do that, but here, we're going to need it.
I'm going to do 20 Pokeballs.
You should buy them 10 at a time.
Oh, for the... You're right. Okay, hold on.
Because I did 20, but 10 at a time, each is a Premier Ball. You don't get them in multiples, so you don't get like 2 Premier Balls for 20.
Oh, okay.
It's just 10. Whoops, talk to him again. Okay. I'm also going to tweak the settings real quick, which I'll tell you what to do here in a second. So let's see.
Give
that's
me
fine.
potions.
Those are fine. Actually, let's. I'm going to put my followers down to 1. Well, I'll do this with you in a second here.
Okay.
Because you can have all 6 as a team following behind you, but that's going to get clunky with both of us.
Yeah, that seems like chaos.
So just the lead follower, just to be, adorbs.
Yeah, totally adorbs. Now, which setting do I do that in?
That's in options.
Option.
And then...
Follower?
Yes. The number and then 1.
1. Okay, perfect. Cool.
Now, we also have to do the thing that's also a staple of Nuzlocke runs, which is going back and then the battle. And then style. And change it to set. So it's green.
Okay.
Yep. So no longer do you get they're about to send out this Pokemon.
Oh.
Do you want to switch?
Shit, okay.
Text speed's on fast, which I love. You can change your frame if you care. I don't.
I want fast speed, please. Yes. Give me the speed. What is the frame? I don't know.
That's the exterior border of your text boxes. That's why it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's fine.
You turn your sound on to stereo because you might as well. It's not actually a Game Boy. Spoiler. Sounds slightly better.
Sweet.
And then I think that's it. Yeah, co-op's already on. And yeah, we should be good. Okay.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna save again.
Yeah, me too. Assuming we can save at the same time, I would think that would be fine.
It's
right?
fine because they're in different spots.
Okay.
It wouldn't hurt to maybe wait just to be absolutely safe for this first one, but
That's fine.
there you go. They're in different folders so that they're in their own positions, because the first thing I learned was if you don't do that, then you're just overriding each other's constantly, and
Oh, God.
then you're screwed.
Yeah, that sounds like a real bad nightmare.
Because that way, if something happens and we crash, we might be able to get it back, which is the other reason why we're going to have some catches to this, because, you know, a true Nuzlocke run is pretty unforgiving.
Yep.
But if we get somewhere and then the game crashes, or
Right,
it
like-
glitches out, or, like, we're going to have some backups. And I can't save state. In multiplayer, it only works for the first player, so I can, but...
Oh, gotcha.
So we're going to have to be, like, judicious with our saves. Each time we go to a new city, we might just want to drop a save. It doesn't take very long. But,
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Now, again, I'm going to... She's not too bad of a fight, so my goal is to get to her first, and then we'll start settling out teams. But
Oh, God.
she's up
I
here.
didn't go through the grass fast enough.
You might be able to just go back to the town and come back up and
Okay.
reload it.
Thank God. Because I was like, there's so many Pokemon in the grass right now.
So yeah, as long as you're quick, you can usually get through everything. And because we can see the encounters, there aren't any random ones, at least in grass.
Okay.
All right, so now how this works? Well, we can each trigger it. So we'll have the scene. She's going to rub the Pokemon.
Sup,
Hi, Steven.
Steven? I love that that's your name. That is amazing.
So now it'll say, waiting for other player.
Oh. Okay.
Now this doesn't matter because
We only have
we
one.
each bring 3 of our 6. So there will be some
Oh.
strategy to that,
Oh, that's interesting.
but I'm just going to enter my starter because that's all
yeah,
I have.
that makes sense. Okay. Interesting.
The audio stutters are interesting to me that I may have to play with on the side, but it's not too big a deal right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you're here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just the champion, but
You're
I'm
just
not.
the champion.
I'm his clone baby.
Clone baby.
And here, as advertised. So there's difficulty sliders in Quetzal. You can go from easiest to very hard, and it tweaks everybody's levels. So if you go very hard, these are like level 6 or something, and they have their stab moves, but right now it's not so bad.
I'm gonna go for Squirtle.
Okay. And we'll team up on him. We're going to be seeing a lot of that box, unfortunately. So Libero, if you don't know,
Yeah, what is that?
a fun ability. It
Uh-huh.
makes everything I use as a move make me that type. So I just turned into a normal type and now thus have stab on tackle.
Oh,
So I can use that to my
interesting.
advantage to get out of some
Yeah.
bad type matchups, but I also may stumble into some bad ones depending on what gets switched in and what happens. So it's going to be a volatile thing, but I also think a pretty valuable one.
Yeah.
I'm
No, don't hit
surprised
me.
I ended up with it because it's more likely to get Blaze.
Oh, well, right. That is pretty typical, I would say. Blaze is. Torchic. Oh my
Hey, it's
God.
what she's supposed to have.
Adorable.
Yeah, so she's got 2 other starters, and then instead of a Charmander, she has like what she's meant to have. 'Cause that's her thing, you know.
Yeah.
Where are you headed?
Now I think I want to kill Bulbasaur next.
Okay. You'll notice that our starting moves, especially like tackle and some scratches and some other ones, have a lot more PP, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, the downside, the double battles for everything, is they all do take a little while. So we'll get to the point where we do some things off screen,
Mm-hmm.
but for the time being,
This is so cool. I am way more excited about this than initially going in. I was very scared going in. I'm still kind of scared. I don't want my Pokemon
I mean,
to
at the end of the
die,
day, this
but-
is a double battle, which means everything can gang up on us just like they can gang up on them.
Yep.
Yeah, Speed Boost Torchic is going to be a problem.
Oh, God. I didn't realize it had that. Kill it with fire.
It also did almost no damage.
That's true. He's a weak-ass bird.
And we know this is we both have stab now.
Yes.
These are both enough to ultimately 2-shot. And also remember, of course, as this is the problem with any Nuzlocke run, really, but there's a 1/16th chance to crit. So any incoming attack can all of a sudden become more dangerous than we think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, leveled up. It's Scorpion time.
Scorpion time.
And I get a stab
Hey,
Well,
there you go.
move. A normal stab move.
Do I also level up? Yeah, Minnow.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed because everybody has different growth patterns, but I would imagine these two are pretty similar.
Yeah. Not horrible. I didn't learn anything, but that's okay. I'm probably a little beefier than I should be, so. It loves me, of course. All right. Bye.
She's gone.
She gone.
Okay, so our goal is going to be now, let's jump back to the Pokemon Center, and then we'll start working on building the team a bit.
Sweet.
It's nice to be able to get through that fight. It's also, not, as you saw, not very challenging. In fact, we can even trigger the scene real quick, which is just, over here! Let's go home! Alright, bye. But we can go heal, even though we don't need to a ton. Doesn't hurt. It's a Nuzlocke.
Hurt. I am going to be so freaking judicious.
You'll notice there's no dialogue here.
Oh.
Well, there's the one line, but there's no, welcome to the Pokemon Center. Would you like to rest your Pokemon?
Right.
You just go
you
to
just
it.
Go in.
And you couldn't see it there because we only have one, but it puts all 6 on there at once, not boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
boom.
Oh,
So
that's so nice.
lots of little quality of life improvements in addition to the bigger, more noticeable stuff.
Yeah.
To me, I'm going to go Route 2 first. It's out of order. But the reason is there's some pretty interesting stuff on Route 2.
I caught a glimpse of some stuff.
So let's go up like here if you can make it, or you can
Damn
just
it.
come back. Because that gives us the most options. We have both grasses available up here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So you saw there's...
I saw a fairy
We
down
do
there.
have different encounters, but it is the same Pokemon, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So we can still kind of choose what we're looking at and kind of go from there. There's Shinx.
Shinx! Wait, I don't see him on my screen.
Well, like I said, you should be able to walk.
Oh, wait.
There's one up there.
I see him.
So you can kind of move
Cute.
around and different ones will show up. Eventually there's a shiny Growlithe up there. We do have shinies turned way up because it's funny.
Whoa.
So there's a shiny Growlithe on your screen. That might be interesting, but he's going to disappear, and there he
damn.
went.
Yep.
So keep an eye out for that. But
Okay.
there's a Badoo, which
Yeah.
can be useful.
There's a little fairy.
There's
could
also
be.
Sneasels in here, which is what I have my eye on.
Oh. So I'm wondering what should
Loopers, which Quagsire is an interesting typing. Pretty
Yeah.
resistant to most stuff. 4 times weak to grass, but it's its only weakness.
Right.
So it's kind of up to what you want. I'll kind of defer to you on this. Abra, which Kadabra's pretty good, or Alakazam's pretty good, but of course
right.
it can be tricky. There's Flabebe, is that what that is?
The little fairy?
Yeah.
I'm sort of looking at it. There's another color.
Fairy typing, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to
That's
decide.
probably well, it's either a regional thing or a shiny. I don't know which. I don't know the shiny colors that well. Growlithe was pretty noticeable.
Yes.
You have a Sneasel on your screen. I haven't seen one yet.
Oh.
So it's kind of
God.
Growlithe, which is solid.
Growlithe is solid, but we do have some fire coverage on your team, so I
do. Of course, anybody on my team or your team might die
Whoa,
at any time.
there's
So,
a shiny on my screen.
so it's a shiny Sneasel. Damn.
Oh.
The rate's high. It's at the highest rate it can be. So
Okay.
now we're not going to follow the rule where in some Nuzlocke, if you do happen to get a shiny, because they're obviously very rare, it supersedes the 1 per route rule. We're not doing that. I just put a lot of shinies in because I thought it'd be fun.
Okay.
So we can't be like, wow, I keep seeing shiny. Oh.
What?
Okay, I'm taking it.
Okay.
Found a shiny Sneasel.
Yeah, do it.
So I'm locking that in.
I think I'm going to. Because
look at that.
Over here. I mean, so cool.
So you've probably seen about everything there is. Now, in some future routes, there may be a difference of like, well, what if you're surfing? What if you're fishing?
Right.
Blah, blah. But for now, obviously, we don't care about any of that. We're not going to wait to get our catch here until we get a fishing rod.
I'm gonna go for the fairy.
Okay.
This might not be super helpful for this first gym, but look at it!
Now I'm going to be tackling to be safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be scratching a whole bunch.
Otherwise, my fire is going to be a disaster. It looks like I can get 2 off without killing. Took a critical hit.
Oh god.
Now what's nice is as we get to the more like important junctures of this, we can kind of stop and wait for each to start trying to catch. Just to kind of see how it goes. Okay, I fell for a taunt, but it's fine. You'll notice one of the other quality of life things. Hit R to throw a Pokeball.
Whoa, really? Is it the trigger or the
I don't know.
button? Oh, it is. I think. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Flabebe also has grass moves, which actually will be helpful for this. Well,
Yeah.
it could be helpful.
Could be
I
helpful.
guess. It might not matter though. I keep forgetting it's random. But
Hey, second ball.
my buttons are not doing nothing. Do I have to hit back first?
You might just go into it. We'll have to check the settings afterwards,
Okay,
but I
that's
don't want to
fine.
mess with it mid-encounter in case
That-
you accidentally hit like an attack move or something. So we'll get the shortcut button working. I don't know why it's not. We'll have to see the configurations. It had some of the buttons right from the start. I didn't test them all. So
That's okay.
we're learning by doing.
Yes.
I caught a Sneasel.
Yeah, I
The-
got a Flabebe.
The get experience for catching is in this,
Ooh, yes.
which is one of the coolest things I think the more recent games have done.
I love it so much.
Incentivize catching.
You have a nickname. Yep.
Okay.
Oh god, what am I gonna call you?
My Sneasel's name is Sneeze, which is going to be awkward when it turns into a Weavile. But it's fine.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna call this one.
I'm just going to hop out of the grass.
I guess I'm just gonna go with a whole bunch of Zelda names.
Okay.
It's like the only thing my brain can think of.
I have a one-track mind. Oh yeah, I got to update our cards. Right.
Yes.
So
And this one's female, so it actually makes sense to name it Saria.
I have a Sneasel. It looks like a Sneasel.
Get out of the grass. Okay. Whew.
Its name. I mean, I don't think they attacked you,
Okay.
but I just wanted to get out before they're all around and I have
Right,
nowhere to
and
go.
then like you can't get out. Oh, totally.
Okay, I have a Sneasel named Sneeze.
I feel like I want to
card
save because
updated.
I'm super paranoid.
Okay. And usually within about 15 seconds, you should update the trainer card on our thing. It's a browser-based OBS source, so it should show up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't save. No, I did save. I'm lying. I'm losing my mind doing too many things. Okay.
That's fair.
And then your
There's
card.
a lot going
Your
on.
trainer card, by the way, has N on it, but the camera's over them because we're. So you can actually see his
Oh,
fingers
I
sticking
can see
out.
his
Yeah,
fingers.
but I gave you N for tradition.
Yay! Thank
All right,
you.
you got a.
Man, if I could play as N though.
Yeah, he wasn't one of them.
Aw, damn, that would have been so cool. Was Cynthia one of them?
Don't think so.
I think it's funny that Steven.
This was Saria.
Yes.
Okay.
Lowercase, no fancy.
Hey, my card
Punctuation.
updated, and the text is cursed for some reason.
Sneeze.
That's a little weird, but okay.
Oh, it fixed itself. Now it's not cursed.
Okay, great. I did save twice, I think. That might be why it was like overlapping and so.
Oh, I do see N over there on the other screen.
Yep. Also, I need to change your trainer name. I didn't know what it was at the time.
Best boy. Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right, we're fixing things one by one.
Yep.
So again, that'll show up momentarily. There is a slight delay to it, but
That's all right.
it was easier to do it this way and have it be a separate browser source than have to do a window capture, because then how do I show both at the same time? It'd be
Right.
complicated.
Yeah, it would be complicated. There
And
she
it's cursed, but
is. It'll
we know
fix
it'll
itself
fix.
eventually.
Okay, I'll save real quick as well. Why not?
Can't hurt.
It's crashed once, which
It's crashed once.
I thought was going to happen, but not that quickly.
I know, right?
Jesus.
I know.
Okay, oh yeah, I also have to do one more thing. Which is not going to be on screen, but... No, not guide. Where's the...
I think I want to put La Bebe out front so that she can get experience points.
There we go. Alright,
Because she's a wee baby child. Oh god, you're almost dead. We should fix that. I actually might run to the... Can I go back to the... So cute.
You can go back to the Pokemon Center, it's fine.
Okay, I was like, is there a rule against that?
No.
Okay, thank god.